Hey everybody, it's Mr. Fudge. We are here at the office today building some Macy's Day Parade sculptures. You may remember my hippo balloons or something of the nature, but we're going to be doing some other stuff. We're about to walk into the room where the pump is going off, so watch out for that. And let me show you a photo of what we're building. So, first of all, we're building a police officer, which is really cool. We're building that out of balloons. And then we're also building a pirate. So these are based on our directions for our Mathilda. I think it's Mathilda, the hippo balloon, which I just saw, and the hippo is apparently named something different in the official Macy's documents, so we'll see. But it says, Ardle the Pirate, shiver me timbers with mop in hand. Ardle the Pirate is on a constant lookout for holiday treasure. Be it warned, keep your hands off his stash because he doesn't like to share. And then we have Harold the Policeman, named in honor of Harold Square. Harold loves his uniforms. He made a home run in his first parade appearance as an All-American baseball player. The next year he went on to protect our fair city by joining ranks of New York's finest. So this is what we're working on, and to kind of give you an idea, let me grab one of these sheets so I can explain what I did and how I did it. I'm going to move to a place where it's not as loud so you can see. We actually have some balloons that are working here, so Chris is working hard on that. And I'll show you some more of that in just a minute. So in the meantime, let me explain what I did and where we started and how we're getting there. So I'm going to drop down to this desk. This is Chris's desk. He likes his chair super low. There we go. Let me turn to what we did. So first of all, we were given this photo. We were told, hey, let's make a pirate. And then we're, of course, given the colors, we're given the side view of it, and we're kind of told a little bit about the personality so we know what we're looking for. So that's our pirate. We're trying to make this 10 foot to 14 foot tall. We were given a hippo, I'd say 3 years ago, and I did work out a recipe. So since then, we've changed the legs so that they actually look more appropriate now. Let me get a better pointer than my finger. So these are a little thick, so what we did is we made them thinner, we fixed up the recipe, we actually changed the face, because right now these are supposed to be teeth and those are eyes. Those look like 4 eyes, it's kind of weird. So we fixed that, so now we have a better photo for our hippo, and we also have a better recipe. That's just an old picture that we have with our original recipe. So what we did is we took this recipe, we divided it up. I took the sections that were already here to figure out the mocha, pale blue, lilac, pale blue, so that we can get the base of our pirate. So what that is this is the mocha section here, this is the lilac section, the pale blue is here, and then our red and black is here. So that kind of gives you an idea. So that's how we were able to pull this out of here. And so our red and black stripes are here, our pale blue and lilac is here, so that's part of what we did. I'm ignoring the arms and legs for now because we're just working on this round piece that makes up the section of the body. So since I already have my recipe from last time, I was able to essentially figure out what all these sizes and shapes are. Now he's about to come to me because all these are old and these are incorrect, but because every pump is different. So this is set up for, this was our original PA, so I just know kind of the conversion based on the subject we're doing. But yeah, so anyway, that's how we took the body and we've turned it into the pirate. Now for the other pieces of this, which are interesting, is we have to make this head, which is so complex, right? It's real simple because it's just a round, but it's complex because it has a mustache, the nose, the eye patches, the head, the ears, and all that. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to go about that. So far I'm thinking of doing vinyl cutouts for the eyes and the hair and the do-rag, I don't know what that's called, a bandana, and then possibly even for the mustache and the teeth. And then for the ears and the nose, since they protrude out of the face, which you can see in our piece here, so these protrude out, probably won't be as long because that'll look frankly obscene, so we won't do that. But we'll have the ears and the nose probably be a 5-inch round that we just glue on, and then we could do something with maybe a 350 here and attach a 260 for the ears there. So that would give us a nice head that looks good for what we're doing. The arms, I may stick to something similar to like what I did here, where I just did 6-inch lengths. Made it real simple, real easy to kind of get that look that we were going for here. And then these are actually a different shape than the hippo was. So I haven't quite decided how I want to do that. It might just be that this part is a full woven piece, and then this kind of just attaches. So make it smaller and smaller and attach as we need to. So that kind of depends on what we're doing. The hands are another obstacle we've come to. I may end up just doing a round, like 11-inch in 260s or 350s for the fingers. So I may just make it super simple on myself. I haven't decided yet. I have a twister that's going to be hanging out with me later today, so he may actually get to make that decision. As far as this blue piece here, are you at the 11 inches now?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Okay, so here, just 1 second. Here, break off this piece. That's going to be the pirate body. That's going to be the same thing. Go ahead and put start time on your other one so that we can keep an accurate account of that. Put your start time on that one, and then start with the 12-inch and 6-inch inflation. I don't have my 5-inch inflation on there yet. Oh, did you do the 5-inch already?
No.
You can do the 5-inch on that one too. So go ahead and do the 5-inch on that one first, then let me know. And if I'm not ready to go to this, then we'll go to this. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. We're trying to keep a tight schedule here. So we were talking about how I made the body, how we're discussing the arms and possibly the head. Now the next piece is the legs. So this is going to be a mocha section here, so you can see that it does round off. I may have to add another section here to make it more round, but I don't like the way I did these legs. Even when we modified them to make them smaller so they were more accurate, I don't know if it's appropriate for here, because these actually bell out a little bit. So this might be 1 or 2 layers, and then I may actually have my actual framing, like structural support here, and then kind of just color or cover that. I haven't decided quite on that. I also was thinking about making a balloon bead of like a 646, so that's another option. And then I have what's that called? Then I've got the white. So again, I was thinking about a balloon bead. The shoe's pretty easy. That's kind of fun. I might just make a uninflated 3-footer or something like that. I mean, we haven't completely decided on how we're going to go about that, but that is something that we may be doing in the future.
5-inch, because you didn't have it written down.
Okay, on the bottom of the page right here, it says 5-inch duplets. And it's gonna be dark blue and whatever other color is in the pirate that I forgot, or the police officer. So anyway, that's what we're doing. So let me show you kind of where we're at. Pick these back up. Pull that in. I know it's so exciting. You guys get to see what's going on now. The other thing too is the framing on this has to be figured out. So I have framing that I've done in the past, so I'm not too worried about it. But I'm going to be putting a lot of that together. So this is kind of our first step, so you guys kind of have an idea of what goes on. So blue, duplets, 66 duplets, and 10 duplets. Oh. Yeah. So once you guys like the balloons, what we've done is we created the vertical strips. These are the vertical strips. They go up and down the body to make the pirate. That's gonna, the white pieces are gonna be his belt that go, not the pirate, I'm sorry, the police officer. The white piece is gonna be his belt. We haven't started on the pirate yet. We may do that shortly. The way I put this together, just so you guys can have an idea, is, sorry guys, is I have the pirate body, right, in this case. I have a start time and an end time, so I can get an accurate estimation of time for my recipe and sheet. Now I've got my horizontal rows, I've got the colors and sizes, I've got my old sizes, and then I'll have to figure out the new ones, which I'll do here in a little bit. Then I've got my vertical chains, need 1 of these and 9 of these, and I've got the new sizes there, so I don't have to worry about that. And then I put a count for how many balloons. So what I do is at the end I have pirate body, pirate arms, pirate legs, pirate head, all these sheets together. I put them into a computer document. I color coordinate them so they look like this, so you can give an idea of actually how this looks when it's done. Let me lay these out so you can see what they look like. So put this back over there. So what happens is it goes, I have my materials list, which I've compiled from all those pages. I have an original photo of the cartoon, then I have a picture of the thing when it's finally done. I have my body done in horizontal and vertical rows. Then I have my arms with the directions and a recipe, legs with the directions and recipe. Again, all this stuff is color coordinated. That's supposed to help as well. So lilac, pale blue, pink, it's supposed to be just one more way to help. The head, I had to write something out for it. I actually have a video for it now that I use, and then how much I need for finishing up. So there's finishing touches and accents. So things like, in this case, the bow, which you can kind of see here, the lips, the teeth, the nose, the eyes, the ears. That gets put into this section. And then framing I put as well. And then I try to do my artist needed, labor cost, estimated man hours, balloon cost, price to client, that kind of stuff, so that I can have an idea of what's going on. So in this particular one, this is probably the, I don't know, this one was crazy because we had underquoted the amount of purple balloons we needed for this. We actually, the first time we made it, we had to order 3 times because my math was just so horrible. But now I just use this recipe and I figure it out. All right, but there you go. That is step number 1 in us making our police officer and our pirate. So we'll jump back in a little bit, and you'll get to see how I take my estimates and my pretty drawings and turn them into what I actually need to do. So we'll see it come to life eventually. All right, well, thanks. You guys enjoy. Have a great time.